check. A little bit more. There you go. Yeah. We in here. Right. First of all, EAGLES.
Eagles. You already know. Me
from the drive.
This was not planned.
It was not planned.
This is not planned.
See, see, that means that we dedicated. Because people don't even really care. They're only going to get fired up when they get, but you should be fired up. We 3-0.
We is 3-0.
Like, that is big.
Okay.
Look at all the other teams. Look at all the scores across the NFL. Stop playing with us.
You already know.
Yeah, though. You already know.
Hello.
Yeah. And we in here, WillPower UnSurfaced podcast. Make sure your mic on.
My mic
cut your mic on. Yes. Hello. Yes.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. Like, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
I had an amazing weekend.
Right.
But my week was really, you already know, E. I had a little situation last week. Mm-hmm. I just want to say, I'm not going to get into everything that happened.
Right.
But I just want to say that if you have youth out there,
right,
please listen to the youth. These kids are hurting. They're hurting, and they're not expressing themselves to us.
Right.
The way we need for them to express themselves to us, so that we can combat something like what I went through last week. And the kids are in need of understanding.
Right.
That's one. Second, they in need of clarity. When you say something, be clear about what you're saying and why you're saying it.
Right.
And, it was a shock to me because sometimes we have our children and we think we know their personalities. Mm-hmm. We think we know what they would or would not do. Mm-hmm. And they totally turn around and do something that you never expected them to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It leaves you stumped. Like, damn, like, what am I not doing right? One thing I want to say is don't ask yourself what you're not doing right. Because it may not be, forgive me, because my hair is driving me crazy, y'all. I'm on this natural thing here, getting these.
No, it looks nice.
I'm getting my locks
beautiful.
together. Bear with me, y'all. I'll be locked up in a minute. So, I talk to my grandchildren.
Right.
But I don't think that I often hear them when I'm talking. And I'm just going to be honest. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes, some things I hear more than others. We old school. So a lot of times, a lot of the things that the kids care about these days, or a lot of the things that the kids are involved in, or they're being taught and things like that, we don't necessarily be feeling it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes we shouldn't give our personal opinion. To a degree. I feel like we shouldn't give our own personal opinion, but rather give an educated answer.
Let me say this. That I agree. Let me say, because I personally experienced some of that, like, with like a disengagement with me and my son.
Right.
I never blanked myself. I was one, maybe now, it depends on your mindset. It depends on who you are as an individual and how you comprehend things and how you communicate, period, far as anything goes.
Right.
Now, when you talk about a relationship with a child, whether it be your biological or a family member or somebody you engage with or be around a lot.
Yes.
I can say that if you do give your opinion, always state that my opinion, what I would do,
right,
always make it and the reason why.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with, if it's your child, you should steer them some type of way.
Right.
If it's somebody, if you are a guardian of that individual, you should steer them some type of way. Just knowing how life is, if I could judge what I went through and what I have seen in my own eyes, what I have experienced, where I can write a book,
right,
no matter what you want to call it, an encyclopedia. I won't be disrespectful and name no religious titles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It'll be my opinion. I'll be a writer based on my experience.
Right.
So, if a child happens to come in and they talking about, like, all right, let me put myself, the more I talk about and get close to putting out my story, the more I think about really what I really went through.
Right.
But I don't blame my mom. I don't blame nobody, but I just understood how hard it was for them.
Right.
But now this generation and the generation before us and the generation, you know, a few frontwards or backwards, give or take.
Hey,
You should be caught up with the information a little already.
Right.
Meaning, simple, right, wrong, beneficial, non-beneficial. But then that non-beneficial and beneficial get a little crazy, because then that's why you got, all right, if I can use Hollywood's philosophy, PG-13, R,
right,
you know, yeah,
G,
you know, like,
all that.
because it's serious, and you're right, but that's why when you were saying that, I was saying, how could we? It's crazy. I want to really, because if you ever remember anything, those that care, people that do care. I mentioned something a while ago, and it's crazy. It be bothering me. I'm giving you, when I speak like on this type level, outside of like how we do it on our other show on Friday. This be like I'm conscious of what I'm saying. I get a chance to, like, no distraction. There ain't no music, ain't nothing driving me or staring me no type of way. It's my intellect, what I'm thinking. You know, back when I read that psychology book, and it was a biased statement. People say, "Oh, that's racist. That's biased." And the whole this book that I was studying when I was studying psychology, it was about the brain. It was called Whole Brain Theory. And when I was studying psychology, you know how it puts you on one topic of discussion, and then but it take you in different phases and divisions of that topic. But I stayed on brain theory. I stayed on because I was fascinated first to learn about the hemispheres and which each part of the brain, the cerebellum,
Right.
the cerebral cortex,
the frontal lobe,
it's amazing what all of them do. But what fascinated me, because I was really, really heavy in religious history.
right.
It really like, whoa. All right, now this book said, and parts of this book talk about whole brain. It was called Whole Brain Theory, and it was like, at that time, I guess they was diagnosing blacks and Hispanics, and it said that they would never be dominant in modern society, and it said that because they lack whole brain thinking. I'm telling you something I read when I was like, no distractions, no women, locked up.
Right.
You know, I was like, sometimes I treasure those so much that people misconstrued like me bragging about it.
It was just
Like,
knowledge. It was just all about the knowledge that you gained while you were.
Oh, I was so high on that knowledge, finding that, reading it. First of all, you had to dig through encyclopedias and find,
Right.
and you're reading all kinds of stuff.
Right.
And you got to be grounded so it won't stare you.
Right.
But just read. Don't comprehend, but keep reading. Don't try to, but I got stuck on this brain theory. So it said that blacks and Hispanics will never be dominant in modern society because they lack whole brain thinking. I said this a couple times.
Yeah.
What is whole brain thinking that they diagnosed in this brain book? A book all about the brain.
So what was their reason for why that?
It said because they lack whole brain thinking.
No. Why? What made them say that we lack whole brain? What was their theory on why we lack whole brain
sociology.
thinking?
Now think about it. This is psychology and sociology. So I guess it was at the time of how people was living. I don't know what year it was. I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? To keep it all the way real. But it was said. It don't matter what time. So where I'm getting to my point is today, nowadays, it made me say, damn. I was kind of like, it's a little agreeance to it. Like, damn. Wait a minute. Let me tell you me. I'm speaking of my Wow, my power, my intellect, the intellect that I just grasped on that, because I'm using that as a little bit of,
Right.
okay, it's true, because I'm physically living it. Me, yes. I'm saying, wait a minute, let me tell, because I don't want nobody misconstrued it, because I know how you are. Wait a minute. You're going to get your chance. All right, you're going to get to pick it all apart.
I'm going to
now,
go find that book.
Whole brain thinking. First of all, what is the similitude of the whole sumness of the brain? What is the thinking? What's the components of it? The thought process, all that, okay? The right hemisphere, the left hemisphere. One is for the physical, one is for the spiritual, the memory, all that. And then it gave some examples around slavery.
While y'all beat
Wait a minute. It gave a little example of, and all I remember, I don't know where this came from because I keep saying this. We shall overcome one, yeah, forgive, no.
Turn the other cheek.
Yeah, like all that. No, honestly. So where am I going, yay? Like, I don't want to, because people be like, what? Because this is important. This is very important. Whole brain thinking to me, using the right and the left hemisphere, is being conscious of everything, not committing all the dumb shit. Advancing in any of the information that is actually taking the individual self to a higher level, whether spiritual, physical, or financial.
Right.
Financially, you got to get educated. You got to get in their schools, get in your schools. Whatever school you get in, just get in one. Learn the ins and outs of whatever the trade references is, whatever these trades are. No matter who owns them, you got to master that. And it started at a young age. And the reason why these kids are suffering from it, because we lack the family structure. Most of us.
Right.
If yours don't, I ain't talking about you. I'm saying, look how strong, look at the things I had to, I thought when I always talk about 13 of us in one house. Like what recently I was thinking about, somebody said, damn, EA, y'all had one bathroom. I thought about it.
Shit, I feel like.
And I remember we had a hot plate heating up the water. We took chances with the big silver John, putting 2 of them in the tub, running cold water. Now you got enough because the water was so hot you can run the cold water model. Yo,
I've been there. I've been
13 of us.
I've lived in a house with lots of people. I've lived in a house where we didn't have no heat and we was all in one bedroom with the space heater.
Oh, we had a kerosene heater after a while.
This the thing. Back to that whole brain thing. Back to that whole brain. Because I like to know who the author of that book was that said that. Because first and foremost, black people was the first people to rule society. We was the first. We talking
about that group of time, though, Khadijah.
No.
I said
they
said
they will never. They said, but it said they will never. They have.
Yeah, they used the word never, but it said blacks and Hispanics will never. Yeah, I guess I said never.
So what they should have said, you know how I get. What they should have said is, we savages effed them up. They will never have whole brain thinking again.
At that time.
That's what they should have said.
At that time.
Because if we don't have whole brain thinking, it's only because of the effects of what the white man has done to us in America. That's
Stockholm
one.
syndrome. That's another thing that led me into that. Now,
and then there's cognitive dissonance. Probably the person that wrote that book, they probably had that.
Cognitive is your thought process, your memory. So cognitive is all. But this is all the other
But this
side.
is what cognitive dissonance is. Cognitive dissonance is what so many people in America suffer from. They distance themselves from what they really see. You see how this is, but you're going to say, oh, like when people say, black people just like that, it's not because it's slavery and all of these things. When white people say this, not us. When they say, oh, it's not because of that, then they could be up, they could be this. That's cognitive dissonance. It's a true word, and they suffer from it here in America because they forget that we're not up because they had because
it's
everything.
2022.
I don't care.
I get it.
But why are we still the same?
I get it. We shall overcome.
Forget all that. We shall overcome. Forget that. Forget that part.
One day.
What I'm saying is.
I know.
This is what I'm saying.
But we're more conscious, Khadijah.
We are.
Look at your name.
But listen.
I wish I could change mine. My name is Eric.
My name is Teron.
My name. Oh. All right, my name is Tamad, then call me by my attribute.
Khadijah is the attribute
You can
that
even say Ahmed.
that I chose for myself. Although I don't have a regular European name, my name is Tehran. It's not, you know, a lot of men have it now. But actually, if you guys got your name Tehran, just
why you got all these aliases then?
Because I don't want nobody to know my name.
Doing stuff.
But actually, no.
Say her name.
When I took my shahada, then you know when you take your shahada, you
mine is Hamad. Why you don't call me Hamad then?
Because you didn't tell me that.
That means thankful, praising.
What's my grandson's name?
H-A-M-M-A-D, not Ahmed.
He spelled his H-A-A-M-I-D is my grandson's name.
Oh, that's all right. That's respect.
But we say Hamed.
See, but I'm more conscious now. I live.
Anyway, you know you're not getting no with them talking about we not no whole brain. I tell you.
I understand. I knew you was. I said
they ain't no whole fucking brain.
No, but
I wrote the book.
But the reason why I was saying, if based on the time that they was diagnosing.
Right.
I get what they were saying.
That's just like when they say we can't learn certain things. Well, we can't.
Well, it's part of their study.
If you don't teach us
psychology, that's their study. Sociology is how people live. Nah. Psychology is how people think.
That's true. That's true. But
so they couldn't do their own self. They wasn't probably doing their self. They needed some people to do.
No, of course.
And they was picking the people that was just been held captive.
And then we're gonna say they ain't got no whole brain. They got a half a monkey head.
Right.
And all kinds
Stockholm
of
syndrome. And Stockholm syndrome means any group of people that's been held captive under their own free will, whatever was done to them, in reverse, they're doing it to themselves.
Yes.
So whenever was now the baby, the baby was in the womb of the mother, whatever that mother was traumatized with, that baby picked on some hereditary.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's
that's why. And then another part of what I read, it was funny, but it's why we're so snappy. Like when we get raised up, like me, I'm crazy. I know it. Even when I'm having fun. Like what? You put on a song right now that I like, it's a rap.
It's up.
What?
That's it.
You know, and the energy is, that's why I was diagnosed. I'm glad that I kind of understood that I was suffering from depression.
Right.
But I took the marijuana card. To be honest, I would never smoke on camera, but for anxiety, and I can honestly, that's why I'm saying yes, it helps. That's why I'm saying like children, before they get to a stage where they go through all the things that they go through, catch them, talk to them. That's why I say they lack the structure.
Yes,
because we don't sit at the dinner table and have conversations. That's the only time you can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Movie night or dinner table.
Yeah.
Pick y'all choice. Let's get back to that. Let's implement that back.
Yes.
Because I know when I went through my divorce, that's what I missed living with my daughter. My son, I wanted them to move. But I just miss that structure.
Around here with,
I miss that structure of what's mine. Yeah, you can have a structure, but when it's your children and you read all these books and you supposed to be all conscious, you run around here talking about you God. You talk about you holier than now, you sucking up all this information, you using it for forgery because you can sell it, and you ain't using it with your own background, your own backbone, the own young boys and the young girls that be around you. Then and we gotta put some self. Yes, you should blame yourself because sometimes we feel like we're not extra. We're classified as introverts. I'm an extrovert. Don't be an introvert. When it comes to stuff like that, don't wait. Don't just stick the phone or the computer or the tablet in their face. And now that they 11, 10, or 12, or 13, they got personalities. I watched my daughter personality change being from a distance in 3 years, even having a tight communication. When you go to have a conversation, you be like, damn.
Right.
And sometimes it is kind of borderline too late. Sometimes it is too late. So what can we do to fix it? Let's make the family structure. Even on some cool shit. Like him and her, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, significant other.
Right.
You and your kids. No, stop with that. I'm by myself. Stop everybody by their damn self. You sound like the rappers, but I'm by myself. All right, we was eating oodles and noodles. We was eating fucking oatmeal. 8 of us at the table. I remember. Our little cousin Richard, he was so greedy. Nanny, give me some oatmeal. We had to eat oatmeal before we left out the door, and the girls had to put grease on their face. They had to get Vaseline on their face before we went out the door. So I know. We need that, but that taught me something.
Well, I think that we missed all of us. We missed. So this is what happened to the family structure. Not just the man coming outside of the house, but we got selfish in ourselves, and we say
women.
Not all. No, hold up.
It started from y'all.
Excuse me, because I lived.
I'm not ashamed.
Excuse me. No, I seen men, not women's families, to come over their houses and all that shit when they bought the shit. Oh, I want this and that. Was
the relationship over?
No.
Was it a breakup?
No. He was just an asshole.
No.
So what I'm saying
was it a breakup?
No, it wasn't.
You speaking for women?
No,
right?
they literally lived together for years and years and years. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. Okay. It ain't no girl or guy. It's people, period, who didn't appreciate the structure of family. Because why?
That's true, but
because hold up. What I'm saying is, when you lived in a house with 13 people, or when we lived in a house with 10 or how many, we wanted to get out that motherfucker. And the first thing we said is, I ain't never having all these motherfucking people in my motherfucking house no more. Right? That's the trust me.
I don't think.
No, a lot of us had. I did not want to have no house full of like 12, 15 people in my house.
I had to ask my older cousin.
So what I'm saying is, we got in that mind. What we missed from the mindset was how much help we had in the household. When I lived in the house, when my mom and all of them lived together, when we was kids, I never heard nobody say they was worried about a babysitter. Ever. Because it was always somebody home to watch the kids. If somebody had to go to work, somebody was going to be there. Now, we don't have that tight-knit family structures. You know what I mean? Things is different. Now we got to spend $500, $300 a week for daycare. Oh, yeah. A week.
It wasn't no such thing as daycare.
No, it was daycare. We just hardly didn't go to them.
No motherfucking daycares.
Yeah, you think people that was doctors and lawyers didn't send their kids to daycare? They did.
Yeah, they did.
Those people had what I'm saying, but you're missing the point. You're missing. What I'm saying is, when you was in a house full of people, you didn't have to worry about having a daycare.
I get that.
We didn't have to worry about summer camp. We went to grandma's house. We played outside with the free. We didn't really have to worry about going there because mom had to go to work, is what I'm saying. Yeah. It was always somebody home. And when those people...
that is true.
That's how come we was able to like go to school and not have to worry about, a lot. Some people was latchkey kids, but most of us was not.
Your older influence in your household, was it a male or female first?
Now, in my house, my grandmother and my grandfather lived
No, it wasn't like no cousin?
It was cousins. It was aunts and uncles. Because, see, I'm the oldest grandchild. Okay. So my aunts and uncles, my youngest aunt on my mom's side is 7 years older than me, and my youngest aunt on my dad's side is 5 years older than me.
Okay, all right.
So we was like...
It's like my cousin that's like 1 year older than me.
Yeah. I didn't have no cousins my age. I'm like the oldest.
She was saying like my cousin, the oldest male in the family, I admired him because that's who taught me how to fight. Because when Bruce Lee was out, he used to go buy... Pearsons. He used to go buy the head gloves and the finger through gloves, Jones. We had all that shit. The headgear. We had everything Bruce Lee had. Nunchuck.
Let me tell you what to do.
And we used to practice fighting. But my cousin said, no, because he let me tell you, that's why you got to watch kids. She was raged. And for her to repeat it now in her 50s, you right about what you said. Her opinion was, no, because he left us. And he left us with Aunt Carol. Like we was his sisters. He moved out and got his own house. I was just today. Right. I was really.
Right.
I was.
She still.
Like it blew me away. Listening. Really, and she got bread now. Yeah. But I'm like, but we laugh and giggle about our struggle all the time. That's one cousin. But I'm like, to me, I'm like, no, but I love him because he taught me how to fight.
Right.
And one thing he said to me, one thing I hooked. And he said, no. He said, one thing I don't mind if you smoke, but you're going to go to school. I swear, I remember that like yesterday. And that's why I was asking how old was the elders in your family that you had around. Your kids need that.
Yeah, but my aunt would walk me to school because she went to Barrett and I went to Smith. Okay. So in South Philly. So Barrett was past Smith. So she would drop me off and I walked to school with her and her friends.
Right.
And
let's talk to her, I guess.
I walked to school with her and her friends.
Right.
And she went to school from there. Like, so she would drop me off.
See, I like that.
And so I had like people, so, you know, until she got to high school, of course, and then she wasn't there no more. But
let me explain why that is an important topic that you brought up, Deej, because even as an adult that have many things, have a lot of trinkets in my life that just make me, you know, that, and I learned that I have a retail shopping habit. Bad.
I'm much better than I was.
Bad. I'm talking about thousands weekly. Like bad.
Yes.
Like really bad. I just calmed down like a few months ago. Like bad.
Yeah, I had one. I used to get behind
my goodness
thing buying shit.
Like I
for real. I know that.
So talk to much as possible. Don't just say, don't go for that, which every kid reply is. How was school today? Good.
What y'all do? What you do
so
today?
Tell me about
in
what you do today in school.
Because I always make sure I ask the kids and my little cousin, because I
ask everybody. If a kid around,
what you do in school today? What y'all talk about?
No, don't let them pick this street shit up.
Yeah.
They may make the wrong decision.
Yeah, and don't let nobody tell them that they weirdos because they ain't doing shit. Because
weirdos is cool. No, I'm a weirdo.
Be a fucking listen.
Oh, that's the
be
new
a
shit.
fucking weirdo if you want to, because you know why?
Right.
All these people that call you that, they probably gonna be in jail or maybe dead. So you know what I'm saying? Because they really don't have anything else to do but that, because they're not into anything else that would get them out of the situation. So don't let people call you a weirdo. Don't get offended by it. You just take it as a how can I say it? A weakness on their behalf.
Right.
Because they will call somebody that's not doing some shit that they ain't supposed to do, a weirdo, when they really the weirdo for being out here, being a menace and doing destructive shit. No, that's weirdo shit right there. Right. We love around here. We spread love, we spread education, honesty, and all that. That's what I spread. I don't spread weirdo shit. Right. I don't hype up shit that happened in the street and like, oh, that shit is fucking corny, and don't do that. You'll end up in jail. You might end up dead. And these days, guys and girls is getting killed. The girls is dying as quick as the guys is. And those are things that we didn't have to worry about stuff like that when we was coming up. I never had to worry about that because the guys would be like, y'all go in the house, it's about to be a fight or whatever's going on. They would steer the kids away from that. Now, people just doing stuff to kids and shit. Like, really? So, it's just...
I ain't gonna say, well... I'm not going to say that they're deliberately, like, it's just the cultures, just being outside and being in certain areas, in all the areas. The culture is like, I'm watching the women and the men and the kids glorify the divisions before it get to a shootout.
Right.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Y'all glorify it. Y'all be hyping it all the way up till it get to that point. Now somebody innocent got shot. Now y'all want to say, y'all with the culture. Oh, I got a spam likely. Hello?
Hello, this is Joanna. I'm with American Benefits on a recorded line. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Joanna? How can I help you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking.
You're being recorded.
Based on our records, you may qualify for some new updated low-cost final expense insurance plans. This is going to cover 100% of your funeral, burial, and commercial
my God.
expenses.
Hang up on her. We ain't talking about funerals.
That was WillPower. Let me see. Yes. I'm 90. Because watch it turn into a whole different type of person. Watch. Hello?
She hung up.
How old are you?
92.
She like, oh, your ass is dead. Your
they
ass is dead, buddy. We ain't giving you no insurance. They don't give old people 92 insurance.
No, they be the scam Jones.
They don't be giving no old people 92 insurance because you on your way out tomorrow.
No, that wasn't a real insurance, Jones.
They be lying.
That was a scam.
All of them is a scam, likely.
Because what I take the calls, as soon as they pre-qualified, they getting hip. They got the pre-qualified.
They get the other person to come finish it up.
Then when you say yes, then they say you, how you doing? Hey, buddy, what's your name? I say, hey, how you doing?
Listen,
'Cause
I used to sell credit
cuss 'em
cards,
out.
and that's what we used to have to do. When I used to have to sell a credit card, we used to have to say all this shit. They got like 1,001 rebuttals. Yeah. If they say they don't need a credit card, say this line. If they say they don't need it, say this line. And then after they say, okay, I'll accept the credit card, then we say, hold on, the other person to come, and they close the call out or whatever. And you hope they don't lose your fucking sale when they close
but them
the
calls
out.
that's coming, if you have a certain carrier, if your phone come up scam likely, that means that they're running their phone through the internet. Let me educate y'all.
You tell me.
When it come up scam likely, it's not of, you should frown upon them as a legitimate company.
Okay.
80% of the companies using fiber optic through the computer networks may be scamming.
Like Google.
Some companies do use, like, they don't use Verizon anymore, but Verizon is more integrated through the phone lines. But other stuff is more through the internet, Ethernet. Like, you already know who, Comcast.
Right.
And a lot of other companies that do that, your phone service. Now, it's a way that the last administration, 45 of them, approved robot calling. This is my line of
robocalls.
Robot calling. Robot calling is using the
voice recording. That's the person voice.
No. Wait a minute. Let me break it down, Deej. Robocalling is looking like you're calling from a local area and calling somebody out of the area. Yeah. It was illegal before the last administration. But we used to look at it like it's bad for consumers,
right? Because
billions of dollars scams have occurred with our senior citizens because of that calling. But the sales division has complained. You know, I'm a sales manager and compliance. That's what I do. So I get all the reports, even before Dun and Bradstreet and them get them because of the associations we belong to. Mm-hmm. They was complaining that it hurted sales, where they can't call you and I if it's a legitimate insurance company or like Hilton or Marriott. That's how they sell their timeshare. That's how they sell their vacation packages.
Over the phone.
But if it come up scam likely, what you can actually do is go through the prompts. 9 times out of 10, have you hit a boop? Listen. That means that it's going through another country. The operator, they have operators that plug in calls. It's being plugged in through another network to give you the reception to talk to whoever that person is on the other end. That may be a scam. Mm-hmm. You can ask that individual, where are you at? Where are you located? If it's a legitimate company, they'll say United States or the Philippines or somewhere where it's overseas, you know, because a lot of companies do outsource their. But you got to really be on that because now they don't have to ask you for your social.
Sometimes it don't come up scam likely. They
don't ask you for your social. They don't need that. You know what they need to scam the shit out you? Take a wild guess, Khadijah.
What, your email, your phone number?
Nope, none of the above. Just something that you may not think is harmless, but it's so important.
What, your zip code or something?
Your zip code.
Wow.
That's why they say, wait, let me see if I can get you qualified first and see if it's in your area. Okay. Tell me your zip code. Mm-hmm. When you go to a gas pump, you put your debit card in. What do it tell you to put in?
Your zip code.
Yeah, scamming only. Watch that. So I like the scam likelies. I pick them apart. I'm in compliance. That's what I do every day for the last. Right. You know,
they are paying.
But that's why I take the scam.
But they don't all say scam likely because some of them is like you said, the robot calls and they have an area phone.
Their callback number.
You have
What's
an
your
area
callback
phone
number?
I don't be answering no number.
Or hang up and call it back. Ever say this call is not in service? They're using a telephone. Anybody like you call your
for anybody listening, I do not answer calls that I don't know. So if you're legit, text me and then I will answer the call. Because I don't be answering none of them calls.
Listen to your messages later.
They be talking about your warranty for your car.
Listen to your messages later. You'll be cracking up.
My message box is full.
Like, yo! But it says something totally different than what they was just pitching you on.
Foolish.
Like y'all taking people's numbers, spoofing people.
I don't be like listening to people because half the time I don't mean no harm, but I don't be understanding what they saying. And I'm not about to keep asking you what you said again. So I'm just going to hang up.
Right.
It's
This
over.
Saturday is going down the Uppity Awards at the Commodore Barry. It's going to be nice. Uptown Standard newspaper is having their second, I think, or third annual second Uppity Awards. Yep, at the Commodore Barry. I think it's the second one.
Yes.
I'm just privileged and excited to be a part of some of the nominations for the FAME Award, FAME, which they're saying it stands for Fashion, Arts, Music, and something else.
Fashion, arts,
and I thought that was dope. I said, so I'm excited. I got a group of friends coming out. It's a suited and booted event. You must be semi-formal dressed. I'm gonna be in there looking like Eddie Murphy and them with me. I just like stuff like that. I like that. Get dressed up. Gary O is DJ, and it's gonna be nice. Just ask a group of me myself. I'm always into promoting another entrepreneur, no matter what level financially you on.
Right.
I'm always into promoting another person at what they do. Always. Return the favor.
Absolutely. Come out and see EA get his Uppity Award.
Yeah,
okay.
Come on, have some fun. It's food. We're gonna have fun. It's Commodore Barry. I haven't been in the Commodore Barry. I'm excited because last year they had like 500 not a nomination. I forgot but this year the votes. This year they got 2,000 something.
Okay.
And triple the nominations. A lot.
That was a lot.
They got a lot of political people involved, coaches, teachers, educators, movers and shakers. Barbara.
Yes.
They
got a lot of
do.
different nominees. But before we go on, I want to say before we go on, this Saturday also, it's a busy Saturday for me because early Saturday at 1:00, I'm speaking at a masterclass out in Horsham.
Okay.
It's called the first 365 Days of You Masterclass, and it's out in Horsham at the Comfort Inn at 1:00.
Right.
It's from 1 to 5. You know what that's at? It's from 1 to 5:30. So if you want to come out to the master class, it's all about love and relationships and things like that. Come out, join us Saturday from 1 to 5:30. Then you can go and join EA at 8 because I'll be at the Uppity Awards at 8:00. So hope to see you guys on Saturday.
That's a late night joint.
Yeah, that's a little.
From 9 to 10.
Get jiggy with it.
9 a.m. to 10 a.m. we having a meeting with the Mind Zoom. You can get your
We having that meeting again on Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Saturdays on the regular.
Listen, for all those that wasn't for all of those that didn't get a chance to come on that Zoom on Saturday morning, I just like to first thank EA. There was so many people on the Zoom, and everybody was about something. Everybody was doing something. Everybody was interested in doing something with someone else. I thought it was a great thing to just see us all get up early on Saturday morning, because it's hard to get up early on Saturday morning for everybody to be on the Zoom.
Monday move 24 hours a day.
Listen,
especially in the morning.
I appreciate everyone that got on the Zoom.
Yes.
I like to thank everybody that got on the Zoom, and I hope to work with at least all of you, if not at least 10 of you that was on that Zoom, because it was really cool to see everybody get together and for everyone to tell the things that they're doing. So I'm just excited, and I'm just looking forward to working with.
Well, let me just say this. So you're going to be more excited. How about when you got 40 and 50 and 60 on the Zoom?
Hell yeah.
You can go to Eventbrite, get your free admission. It's more power for businesses. And the reason why we decided to do this is just to stimulate and give you leads.
Absolutely.
It's going to go into an association format where it's $100. It's $100, and that'll be a donation. Now, this $100 donation is actually for 2 events. Now, the top tier sponsorship is $250 to $500. Now, what it's for? We got World Live Cafe as an event, as a venue, and we got the Met as a venue. Now we have our few ideas that take precedence over every other idea.
Right.
Once we build the board of directors.
Yes.
Now, the number 2 ideas that we're doing is an independent versus. You can call it what you want, or it's going to be a showcase at the Met, whatever you want to call it. and we're doing a business conference.
Yes.
What we're doing on the Zoom is going to be hybrid.
Yes.
For those that can't make it, like I have international people that's going to be on the next 5 or 6. After I do 5 of them, the 6th one is going to be the conference at one of those facilities, where it's going to be the only one that's admitted is the actual ones that's a part of the association or gave a $100 donation.
Right.
Because they will be mentioned and honored. The ones that take the package of $250 to $500, you will be admitted to every last business conference, every show at the Met, every show at the World Live Cafe. Whether it's a concert, you will have exclusive VIP admission as being an association.
Yeah.
That's what these Zooms is about, that we actually breaking down. You know what I'm saying? So, every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., it's called the Meeting of the Minds. You can go to Eventbrite. You can Google it. Watch. If you Google it, it pop right out. Bing.
Yes.
You ain't got to search. The Meeting of the Minds. It might come up the Meeting of the Minds with EA, or it might come up the Meeting of the Minds. It's right there for you. And what it is to stimulate minority business.
Yes. So it's networking, people, because
basically,
that's our number one. The number one issue with us is we don't network. If you don't network, you're not going to go far in anything.
And it's a one-time
Trust
fee.
me, I've tried to do things all alone for a very long time, and I have gotten very little results from trying to do things by myself. Networking is so great. You get to meet people who are doing things that you want to do.
And you're going to be a part of an association while we're talking about this. Because, all right, who is the association? The 10 board of directors, film producers, film writers, directors, film directors, music engineers.
PR people.
PR people, marketing promoters.
People that will give away money.
Radio personality, journalists, people that can teach you how to do a profit and loss, teach you what an LLC is, an INC. That's what the business conferences is about. I'm having my boss come. She worth $90 million.
Yeah.
She's going to come and
She's
talk.
the kind of person that we need to
But we're going to have, it's more than just her. Joelle Wilson.
Yes, Joelle.
You know,
yes.
we got everybody that was on that Zoom.
Yes.
Your business. You're going to do a presentation of what you do. You're going to be able to articulate that hybrid. Whether you can, if you're in Chicago, watch, I got so many people that love me from doing it for my job. They all want to do it,
That's
you know.
what's up.
Yeah.
Cause see,
I'm even trying to get LinkedIn to sponsor it.
Oh, that'd be
I'm on that, right? I'm on it. I'm on it.
You need
Because
to-
we are the minority. I'm on it.
Yes.
I'm trying to stimulate everybody, not just me. It ain't about EA.
Well, you can't. I feel like if I get up, I can't be up by myself. I need my people to be up with me so we can all be up together.
Let me just say this. That's how Live Nation got established. That's how any corporation, BT, MTV, you name it. I watch, well, I call him still OG, a few years older than me, so he's still an OG.
Okay.
Bill Ingram, him and his crew, PPP shows.
Who's Bill Ingram?
They do every show in Atlantic City.
Not familiar.
See, they the people that inspire me. They do all the big concerts in Atlantic City.
So all them old school concerts I go to.
Every last one of them.
All right then. Well, I'm
It's a
familiar
group.
with
It's
that.
5 and 6 of them. That's what I'm trying to build, man.
And I go. To
I
those.
don't watch a few of my friends make quarters of millions of dollars. After they take their purse, look, EA, $167,000 in the Eventbrite count.
Right.
On my baby eyes.
Yeah.
99,000. The first week, look at that, 86,000 in sales. The first week.
Oh, it could be done.
I'm speaking what I've seen.
It can be done.
I'm speaking. I'm
It's being
speaking.
done. You seen it.
I'm speaking from empirical knowledge, which means experience. Recently, no back in the day shit. Recently, real rap. Now it's our turn.
Yeah.
Jay-Z built it. Jay-Z did it. Listen to that God verse.
God did. That's my. I love
Listen
that.
to that
I
verse.
love that.
He said he turned 4. He took 4 of them, and they got B's. He ain't never lied. He set all of them up.
Yeah.
He did. They was all under his umbrella. You can't discredit that. How can him and Meek beef? He gave me freedom.
Yeah.
He gave Meek Mill's freedom. Are you, man, excuse me? You talking to a old school gangster mentality minded conscious brother. You can't talk, man. You can't tell me nothing. Yeah, I'm one of them hard head. You can't tell me nothing. I done seen 5 generations of it. What more? I don't want to know. I know about the 60s, 70s. I go to my old age for that. I had plenty of conversations with Abu Baines and them type guys about the 60s and the 70s and my mother. You know what I'm saying? We talk about now. We need the family structure. Absolutely. We need to be strong, a little bit more conscious. Be a little bit more conscious when you're smoking weed around these kids. Don't smoke weed around your kids. I hate that shit. I hate when somebody say, no, it's cool. No, the fuck it ain't cool. I'm just saying, if you do it, teach his own. But I'm just speaking of what EA look at how, and then you wonder why when they sneak in your fucking cigarettes. Like I used to sneak my mom selling 100s. Because I used to see her puffing like a motherfucker. My mom smoked selling 100s. Yeah, 100s.
I puffed 1 cigarette and that was it for me. No thanks. I don't care how.
Don't do that. You know how people do that around their kids. They don't give a fuck. They do anything. Some of y'all have sex around your kids.
That's gross.
Why you think all the shooting around the kids is normal? Why you think that's normal? It's cool to shoot around kids. It's cool to pull your gun out around the kids.
Yeah, and they pick them up and go.
Because y'all letting them play them fucking games that look real as shit. Then you be mad when they got one.
See, but you can't blame it on the game.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. It's the mentality. Yes, I can. It's still them there. No, because if they get in the car, 9 times out of 10, they're going to drive down that motherfucking street.
You should have a gun around a kid. I don't give a damn if they're playing the game or not.
I watch them Jones. I sit there and
play games that shot shit. We play asteroids.
That's why you defend it.
No, because we're not going to sit there
shot
like
shit.
We ain't playing
games that kids sitting over there tomorrow. I play with a game that shot shit.
We just ain't shooting people.
No.
We show people getting hit on donkey cars, jumping in the middle of
Y'all can be with it. I'm against it. Don't be fucking playing them. Don't be okay with them. They can play a car game. Let them play Galaga. Let them play Miss Pac-Man.
They play.
Let them play. No, the new games. There's new games.
Well, they got a bunch of new games.
Baseball, soccer,
they got
Venus Williams.
All that shit.
Let them play that golf. They ain't got to play them Jones that look real shit. I go out there and I watch the young boys playing them. I be like, yo. Not too long ago, the popular game was you can drive around a Ferrari, put that shit on, and you can go rock them up. You can go rock people in different neighborhoods.
Well, on Grand Theft.
Hey, I watch that shit in real life. I don't want to see that on no game. That shit make me sit back and remember my friends dying like that.
Yeah, that's
me riding around with guns like that. Yeah, I used to thought it was cool.
So with the parents, it's the parents that need to shut that grant. It's the parents, because if the parents going to buy it for the kids.
Yeah, you play the game too.
I don't play Grand Theft Auto, but
I
bought it.
Nephew.
No, my
see, you bought one. WillPower Khadijah. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Rebuke her in the name of everything right.
Well, in my defense, I really didn't exactly.
That's why you told her like, no, that's not
I bought the game because they was like, I want to get the
grandma bought that, y'all.
Every game they asked me to buy, I literally probably bought the game because I don't know what's on the game.
So you done bought Hell Kill, you done bought Headshot, you done bought AutoZone Killer
I think
Pro.
Grand Theft Auto is like the only one because the rest of them is like racing car games.
Because I thought Grand Theft Auto was a car game at first.
It was a car game.
So how they get into all this?
They drive. What is Grand?
No,
what is Grand Theft Auto?
I mean, Call of Duty. That's
no, not that game. Oh no, not that one.
Them Jones. Listen.
Grand Theft Auto.
Any kind of gun if you ever wanted to shoot.
But that's just
the digital version of it.
Ain't that like war? Ain't that like war though? The Call of Duty. Ain't that like a war game?
You know you bought that, John.
No, I swear to God, I didn't.
Call your nephew right now. Before we go off, call your nephew right now. See if he got Call of Duty. Put him on the speaker.
And
Call your grandson. Put him on speaker. Put him live on the air. Sister Khadijah,
Don't-
WillPower
I'm
Deeds,
telling you, he don't
bought
have-
Call of Duty, not on duty,
I never
all around duty.
Duty.
He even bought him a porno. Put him on.
Stop.
How old
Yeah,
is
stop
he?
saying
How old
that.
is he?
He's 10. Don't
Oh
be rude.
shit!
He do
That's
not
when you
have-
gotta get
he
their
do not
minds
have
out of there.
Grand
Take them
Theft
games
Auto.
away.
Hold on, let me call his
Better
sister.
put him on
Right.
speaker.
Look, his
Put it on
sister-
speaker.
His sister is me.
No, put it on speaker.
So she probably don't want him to be on her phone. Or you can ask her.
That's what I asked her. Adele. So y'all won't be trying to sue. Hello? Put on. I want to hear on the mic. Put it on speaker. Yeah, we keep it real. I'm sorry.
All right,
Hi, Hidayah.
Hidayah,
Can I ask you a
on
question,
air.
Hidayah? You live on the air, okay?
You're live on the air. EA want to ask you a question.
Hi.
Hi.
I want to see if I want to ask. I'm doing the diagnosis on Aunt Deej, okay?
I'm her grandmother.
Grandma, all right. Now, what's your cousin name?
That's her brother.
Or your brother? What's your brother name? Hamed. He got the same attribute as me. Do he got Call of Duty that Aunt Deej bought him?
No.
Oh, what kind? Oh,
See? Now.
no, you told her. You text her. Don't say it.
I did
Okay.
I have Call of Duty. They got Grand Theft
All right,
Auto.
thank you.
All right.
I think grandkids gonna ride with their grandma.
But I really didn't buy Call of Duty.
She wanna
But
go
they
to
do
the-
have Grand Theft Auto though.
Yeah, she wanna go to Target. Yeah.
But my grandson, he really don't play that because he's like fascinated with basketball.
She said no.
But
No, but I can
she don't
tell
play that at all.
it's a little bit of deception. Because the way she said no,
No,
Like,
I did not.
serious.
I did not buy Call of Duty.
and I started
They did
off
not
saying
ask-
hi.
They didn't ask
How
for
you
Call of
doing?
Duty. What kids play? My son plays that.
All
And
right.
he don't live with me. He's grown.
All right, I'm going to ask James. I'm putting him on the spot. James, since you want to call my phone while we live on the air. James, Uptown Standard.
What's good?
I got you live on the air. We ain't talk about Saturday because they already know. Trocadero, 8-1. Make sure they get there. Still got some tickets left on Eventbrite.
Yes, Eventbrite got tickets. We got general admission tickets. VIP is sold out. Commodore Berry Club, 7 o'clock starts the reception. Red carpet, 8 o'clock.
Oh, so I got to be
starts the
there at
6:30.
6:10. I'm hyped because I don't go out. All right, now I got to put you on the spot. We off the Commodore Barry. We off the Uppity Awards. This ain't about the Uptown Standard newspaper. I got to ask you a serious question.
Yeah, let's go.
Did you ever buy a child Call of Duty?
No.
Okay, you passed the test. Aunt Khadijah.
I did not buy
WillPower
Call of
Deeds
Duty.
bought
I bought Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft
Auto.
Auto. That teaches how to steal cars.
Yeah.
They didn't have to watch that to learn how to do that.
She bought all their games.
But they got Wheel of Fortune.
I will call you back, bro.
All right.
Now, WillPower Deeds bought Call
Yes,
of Duty.
No, I did not buy Call of Duty.
Parents, if you bought Call of Duty, it's okay. Take it away.
What is
Replace it
Call
with
of Duty is a military
Venus
game.
or Serena Williams.
Do they got a game for them?
So if they not in the military, so they fight civilians, right?
I thought Call of Duty was a military game that they was like
Yeah, but
war.
it teach. But that's
they-
what
no,
get them, that's
the
why the
thing
light
is-
bulbs be
No,
snapping
the
out.
thing is, they show like the thing with the Call of Duty game is they show their heads getting blown off. Like
See,
that's why it's a
no
it's a,
Call
it's
of
a,
Duty,
it's a
no
army-
on duty,
That's
no off duty,
no duty.
no auto. What's that game?
Grand Theft Auto.
No Grand Theft Auto. Answer my question. Do it steal cars in there? Do it
Yeah.
knock the person out and
Yeah,
take their car?
They run them over.
Deej! Oh my!
Well, you asked.
WillPower Deej. What else do it do?
That's what they mostly do, though. They
No, what else do
That's all they
it
really
do?
do. They
You
run-
watched it.
They run from
Now,
the
when you
cops
sit there and watched it, they run from the cop.
because they stole a car. EA.
Oh,
What the? If you stole a car, wouldn't you be running from the cop?
no, you don't steal the car.
Well,
young
in the
fella,
game, they
young
said-
girl.
It's called
No,
Grand Theft
no.
Auto.
Whoever wrote that shit, change the narrative.
All right.
Make it where as though they ride skateboards.
In my
bike
defense, I knew Grand Theft Auto people before Grand Theft Auto was ever a game. Sorry.
Make it like Bike Like Rex. He ride bikes. He cooled
What's
down.
that?
He used to be doing dumb stuff on Bike Like Rex.
That's
He
the
got
young-
to deal with
that's
Tommy
the one that was
Hilfiger.
here, right? He was here. The little boy, the guy that ride the dirt bike.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was here one time.
he was here a couple times.
Yeah,
Bike Like
I
Rex.
remember.
Young boy Sterl. Salute him. We got to deal with Tommy Hilfiger. I really like that. You know, you got to applaud the youngins when they get some
When they get
accolades.
something, that's right.
When they get their
Congratulations
flowers
on
up to
that.
date. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And don't forget, get back to the round table of having a discussion, whether you do it on a dinner type tip or you're watching sports.
Yes, talk to
during
your
commercials,
kids.
cut it down. Say so.
Talk to your kids.
You know,
Talk to
it's a
your
way
kids.
that we can engage them. You know, put on it, do the dance, do the shake, put on the dance, put on a song, and then cut it off. Say, yeah, so how was school today? Get them riled up. Reverse psychology.
Let me just tell you, please talk to your kids because I almost lost one that was very close to me. So please talk to your kids because you don't know what these kids is going through. And if they look like they got something going on, something wrong going on in their head, badger them till you get it out. Because
And parents,
they're not handling things well.
don't think it's cool to do some of those things that I ain't saying like don't be, you know, some kids are strong enough if they're strong, but don't tamper their mind. You know, because if they see it in the house and they go out in the street and see it, oh, it's cool. Oh, because my parents do that shit. Oh, that's normal. And it could be fentanyl and anything else. They try it. They try it. They like it. They done.
Right.
So let's just change the narrative.
Just be
And
mindful.
go Eagles.
Be mindful what we do in front of our kids. Go Eagles. Let's go. We 3-0.
Saturday is going down. There's a lot going down.
This weekend.
Right.
I will
She's
be
speaking at Horsham.
Yes, I'm speaking at Horsham, 1 o'clock to 5:30, Horsham, PA. I mean, the Comfort Inn. Check us out. Masterclass 365 Days of You. Don't forget EA, the Uppity Awards
there. I gotta
at the
come up
Commodore Barry Bridge. And we'll see you guys on WillPower.
Not the bridge. Do not mean
I mean,
at the
Commodore
bridge.
Barry Bridge.
If you at the bridge, you're at the wrong place.
Don't
See
go
you
to the
later.
bridge.